Well, hello there, and welcome to this week's edition of Life with Ebgbufor. How was your holiday? I hope you had a good time, and I hope you remembered to touch somebody's life during this past holiday. And congratulations, we made it to 2023. However, I want to remind us that we did not make it to 2023 because of anything special that you and I did. We made it because of grace. However, what we do with the time that we have been given depends on us. What we are able to accomplish this year depends on what we choose to do. So, I stopped by today to remind you that you need to get focused. And so I'm going to leave you with 4 points today. And if you hold on to these 4 points for this year, you'll be more in control of your life, what you do. One of the 4 points I want to give you is, first one is a warning. You see, when you turn on the news channels, whether traditional or non-traditional news channels, or just having conversations with friends and family members, the information, the feedback is negative. Fear, uncertainty, economic crisis being forecasted for almost every region in the world. The employment market is shrinking. The war is still going on. There is fear here and there. And so, some of us stay glued to all those negative information. And when we do that, what is happening is that we live with fear. We're stressed out. Depression. A lot of people are going through depression. A lot of people are living in fear. A lot of people are uncertain what tomorrow brings for them. The second point I want to call your attention to today is that, you see, in spite of all these negative forecasts and projections, you can survive, and you can actually do better than surviving. You can thrive in this year. In spite of all these bad projections, you can thrive and not just survive. Number 3, all the resources you need to thrive are right inside of you, not outside on those sources that give you the negative information. The most valuable resources you need to thrive are inside of you. So you ought to be looking inwards. Pay attention to what is happening in your thoughts. And you know what is happening with your thoughts based on how you feel. If you're feeling fear, if you're feeling panic, if you feel you're losing hope, watch what you're thinking and ask yourself, where is that coming from? Then make a decision. I hope you make a wise decision. Stand guard at the entrance to your mind. You see what the scripture says? Where the mind goes, the man follows. So, where are you heading to? What are you following? If you are heading towards a direction that is not leading you to the destination that you want, then it is time for you to stop make a detour, turn left, turn right, make a U-turn, whatever you have to do. Do not head in the direction that will not take you to the destination that you desire. I'll say that again. Do not head to the direction that would lead you to the destination that you do not want. So watch where you're heading and make sure it is leading you to the destination that you want to go to. That means if you catch yourself afraid, even reluctant to get off your bed in the morning, afraid to step out, to even make any effort, watch the people around you. What are they discussing? What are they talking about? Are they only hyping all the negative things there? How they can feel, how they're not sure of tomorrow. If that's what is happening, then you need to pull yourself away from that group. It doesn't matter if they are your relatives. You can choose the kind of conversation you want to have with them. That they are your relatives doesn't mean that you must listen to everything they have to say. And one of the ways that you can actually stay focused on the direction that you want to be heading is to have a map. If you're heading to a direction and you don't have a map, you don't know how to get there, you're going to get lost, or you're going to follow whichever direction anybody suggests to you. But if you have your map, you know where you're heading. And so I hope that by this time you have invested some time to design what this year is going to look like for you, what you want your year to look like, so that by December this year, because December this year is going to come, and it's not going to come as an emergency, it's not going to come unexpectedly, just like January 2023 is not a surprise. We knew way back that January 2023 was coming. So you ought to know that December 2023 is coming. So when December 2023 comes around and you're looking back, how are you going to feel? What do you want to see? Do you want to see regret and fear and had I known? Oh, I could have done this, I could have done that. Or would you want to look at your list and say, oh wow, I did good. I really did good. It's your choice. You see, so one of the ways to keep you focused on the destination that you want to go to is to articulate what it is, where it is you're going. And we call them goals. I will not go too much into goal setting here, but I want you to know that your goals don't have to be perfect. And especially if you're not used to doing it. And people are talking about goals and plan of actions. Some people, it's like, okay, this is a whole lot. But your life is a whole lot. So take time. If nothing else, say to yourself, by December 2023, I want to have acquired XY skills. I want to have read 3 books. I want to have started this business. Do something that will give you a roadmap. How much do you want to start saving? You don't have to wait for that pay raise to start making your savings. So have some financial plans, have some career plans, have some health plans, and begin to do them. Every little action goes a long way. Somebody says little things matter, and I agree, small things do matter. If you doubt me, when it's snowing or when it starts to rain and drizzle, just drop by drop, watch out, or put a bucket out there. In a few minutes, you will see how much rain you have gathered in that bucket because of those little drops that were drizzling. So small things do matter. And so that's all I came by today, to remind you that yes, we made it to 2023. It's not because of anything special that you and I did. It's just because of grace. But the outcome of the time we have been given depends on what we do. And the resources to make it happen for you are inside of you, not outside there on news channels or, you know, your friends, beer parlors and all of that. And try to have some kind of roadmap, because 2023, December 2023 is coming, and it's not going to come as a surprise. So I thank you, and I want to take a moment to appreciate all of you who have been supporting me since I started this channel a few months ago. This is my, I think, the second month. Yeah, we started in November. We're heading to the third month of this program. Help me to grow this channel by sharing and liking and subscribing, so that when we have new episodes, you'll be one of the first people to know. And when we have programs, you'll be one of the first people to be informed. Like I always do, I want to remind you that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. There is no other human being on the face of this planet like you. Nobody. And nobody can do better that which your Creator has purpose for you to do. And you know what? At the end of the day, all there really is life. So live your life as best as you can, doing what you have been created to do. Thank you so much for joining me this week. I'll see you next week.